group members. This book not only acknowledges this fact, but specifies what those essential skills are, and then it teaches listeners how and when to use them. Today, as we are experiencing a dramatic revolution in the workplace, the critical importance of those skills is even more widely recognized. Literally hundreds of articles and books have confirmed the need for the new breed of leaders to be trained in the interpersonal skills specified in this book, such as Developing and Leading Participative Group Meetings, Chapter 7, Practicing Empathic Active Listening, Chapters 4 and 5, Using Non-Threatening Confrontation, a Non-Power Way to Influence Others to Change Unacceptable Behavior, Chapter 6, Resolving Conflicts so Neither Person Loses and Both Get Their Needs Met, Chapters 9 and 10, Recognizing and Avoiding the Roadblocks in Person-to-Person Communication, Chapter 4, Using a Non-Threatening Alternative to Performance Evaluation, Chapter 11, Selecting the Appropriate Kind of Group Meeting, Chapter 7. Since the 1977 publication of L.E.T, the organization that I founded, originally known as Effectiveness Training Incorporated, but recently renamed Gordon Training International, has provided leadership training to managers and supervisors in hundreds of organizations in the U.S. and in dozens of foreign countries. This book has been the textbook for that L.E.T course, which varies in length from 3 to 5 full days. Course participants are given ample opportunity to practice communication skills and conflict resolution procedure by role-playing and receiving coaching in the class. Participants in the L.E.T course consistently report that the principal value of their training was learning the necessary skills that other training experiences had failed to provide them. They complain that they have been told in the past by consultants and book authors what they should be doing, such as quality circles, worker empowerment, TQM, distributing leadership functions, valuing diversity, and other initiatives from top management. Seldom have they been taught how they can do them. However, L.E.T provides them with the specific communication skills and problem-solving procedures they need to make such programs work. When this book was published in 1977, it was often described as soft or too employee-centered. Critics were skeptical about managers holding so many group meetings and sharing their authority with their group members. L.E.T was seen as a totally different paradigm of leadership, which many critics felt put too much faith in the wisdom of the group, employee self-motivation, distributing leadership functions to group members. Even L.E.T's emphasis on using active listening was frequently viewed as bringing psychotherapy and touchy-feely behaviors into the workplace. L.E.T was also criticized for stressing employee happiness and for putting too much faith in employee participation in problem-solving and personal goal setting. However, 20 years later, we are experiencing a major transformation in organizations and the role of their leaders. It is now widely accepted that the key to leaders' effectiveness is their capability in building a competent team and working in partnership with managers and workers in other departments of their organization. Research has shown that one of the primary reasons leaders fail is that they are promoted into positions that make it necessary to work closely with others. Being untrained in the requisite skills for building good relationships and group-centered teams, they are unable to harness the creativity of team members. They fail because they do not know how to build equalitarian or partnership relationships. The listener of this book will learn specific skills for building such relationships. And because these skills are universal for building all kinds of collaborative and equalitarian relationships, you can use them both to strengthen your marriage and to become a more effective parent. Unfortunately, as critically important as relationship training has become, a large percentage of workers never receive any training to become effective team members. In fact, many companies spend nothing at all on such training. To survive, many organizations now will need to train both leaders and employees in the skills they need to work cooperatively in partnership relationships. Companies will need to become learning organizations. The father of quality circles in Japan, Kaoru Ishikawa, wrote, "In management, the first concern of the company is the happiness of people connected with it. If the people do not feel happy and cannot be made happy, that company does not deserve to exist." Ishikawa, 1985. Listeners of this book who learn the skills needed to make participative and democratic leadership work will be amply rewarded by the positive effects on the workers, as found in a study of 50 companies that had adapted participative management. Absenteeism and turnover can be cut in half.
to keep listening to this audiobook. I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.